Death Note Anime Review. In the fall of 2006, Death Note released, which quickly became one of the most popular anime of its time. With over 8.6/10 on my anime list, it is one to look into. The premise is very interesting as its debut brought forward a number of mediums, including a Netflix-exclusive movie, which I reviewed here. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification button so you get notified when we drop our amazing contents. Let us know any suggestions you may think of about our Death Note anime review. Leave your comment below. Let's go ahead and talk about this classic. So, after a book falls from the sky into Light Yagami's hands, he quickly realizes that such things as Shinagamis exist, also known as God of Death. He can use the book to kill anyone he desires, just by writing their name on the pages of this Death Note. After getting the attention of Light's counterpart, L, we see an intricate match between both as they try to prevent Kira. Let's go ahead and begin with the story. Well, from my experience, it's a unique tale that brings together Shinigami and humans. We've seen Shinagamis multiple times on this blog and in the anime universe, so that isn't really something new, but Ryuk, main Shinigami, gets bored with his own world and tosses his Death Note to get a human to pick it up. The world is full of people worth killing, thus Light takes his persona as Kira to rid these people from the world, cleansing and setting everyone straight to not even think about committing a crime. Story itself begs the question of who the real killer is, if Kira is doing a good or bad thing when it comes to killing all these people. The story develops well from the get-go, from Light becoming Kira, to meeting L and thereafter. The only problem I found was when Light was facing his opponents within the second season. It felt a little dragged out and the ending wasn't quite what I personally wanted. It felt a little short of overwhelming. Regardless, it was solid. The characters alongside the story were superb. A solid and varied set of fantastic characters. I can't believe Kira, Light, met so many characters throughout his journey. From having his own father involved in finding out who Kira really is to dedicating a whole episode to Naomi Misora, who find out the real identity of her husband's killer right before her death. As I am already hyping up the show, might as well talk about the sound. Again, not a lot I can say except that it was very well used and kept me immersed in the story. Something so underrated, which has a very large impact, is sound, and Madhouse pulled it off with Death Note. As you can imagine with any anime in 2006, the art and animation in 2018 wouldn't compare. But for its time, it was fantastic. The dark colors suit the anime and what it stands for. In terms of animation, there wasn't a lot the anime was working with, as most scenes were very flat, had a lot talking, so they could really develop the mood of the scene well. Overall, I think Death Note was an anime I really enjoyed. It became an anime I couldn't really stop watching as the cliffhangers really put me on the edge. The only thing I'd like to nitpick would be the ending. I personally felt that it was unfinished at that point, and even after the time skip, I would have liked to see the society and Kira's effect on it a little more. Nevertheless, I'd like to rate Death Note. So, what did you think? Would you agree with my decision, or do you think there is something more the anime wanted to convey which I missed? Go ahead and comment down below telling us what you think. That's all we had for you today. What do you think about our ranking? Death Note Anime Review. Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to subscribe, like and hit the share button.